Well, hey, SBDC family, super excited with a new update here. David Apgar is our newest advisor and trainer. David, why don't you tell the SBDC clients a little bit about yourself?
Well, thank you, Brandon. There's two real streams to my experience. The first is basic business strategy, but with a focus on information and data resources. When I first moved to Santa Cruz in 2016, I designed a SaaS that helps businesses find new ways to grow. It's called Goal Screen. What it really does is it boils down work I done for big companies as part of the team that took CEB public before Gartner acquired it, and as a McKinsey consultant, and also in research for my books, Risk Intelligence and Relevance. The second stream is finance. Since moving to Santa Cruz, I had a chance to build a successful pilot loan portfolio serving early stage businesses not eligible for SBA guarantees. And that put a sharp local small business focus on experience from way back at the beginning of my career in investment banking, as a bank regulator, and as a small business fund manager.
Those are both skill sets that we desperately need here in the county as businesses continue to move forward with the trends. A couple quick questions for you. The first is, what's the biggest mistake, in your opinion, small business make in regards to funding?
Time and timing. At a time when they should be focused on figuring out customers, they focus on figuring out investors. And in terms of dollars, at a time when their valuation is frankly on the ground floor, they don't even think about loans.
Yeah, those are two sometimes counterintuitive, perspectives that small businesses wouldn't think about on their own. Given your recent venture lending pilot with a local bank, would you agree banks lend you money only when you don't need it?
That's a good question. Well, the real question is, do you have to give a personal guarantee? And the answer is not quite. Not quite. Banks need two strong sources of repayment, but they don't have to be the obvious ones, like years of positive cash flow and stacks of receivables.
Yeah, that's also super helpful as people are trying to start new businesses and they always think, hey, I need to have my house on the line maybe, or need to have years of traction and things like that. Next question. In addition to finance, you spend a lot of time on the information mechanics of running and competing as a small business. What are the biggest lessons that you've learned?
Well, thanks for the question. I think there's two. First, small businesses assume they can't compete on data because they don't have a lot of it. And I think that's nonsense. To take two well-known examples, neither Netflix nor LinkedIn depends on how much data they have about customers. What they depend on is having exactly the right relevant data for what they do, which small businesses can get to, if they think about it. And the second lesson is that a lot of business owners I've met assume that when growth gets really bumpy or things go sideways, there must be hundreds of factors at work, too many to figure out, when in fact, that's exactly when one big bet they've made without realizing it is driving results. And the priority should be figuring out what that big bet exactly is.
Hey, these are three incredible takeaways from just a real quick introduction here. David, anything else you'd like to leave on to these small businesses in Santa Cruz County?
I'm just really excited about getting to work helping small businesses get back on track after a really, really rough year in this area. It's an exciting time, partly because of the hole we're digging out of, but also there's just a lot of opportunities out there right now.
Couldn't agree more, and extremely excited to bring you on board. David Apgar, thank you so much.
Thanks, Brandon.